Mission control, formerly Exposé copyright, is a feature of the OS X operating system. First previewed on June 23, 2003 at the Apple Worldwide Developers Conference as a feature of the then forthcoming Mac OS X v10.3, Mission Control allows a user to quickly locate an open window, quickly hide all windows and show the desktop, and to manage windows across multiple monitors or virtual desktops. Exposé copyright was renamed Mission Control in 2011 with the release of OS X Line. Usage: Mission Control includes three separate features for organizing windows and open applications: all windows, shows all open and unhidden windows and desktops, shrinking their appearance so they all fit on a single screen. On newer Mac keyboards, this is activated from the F3 key, or F9 on older keyboards. On Apple's Magic Mouse or multi-touch trackpads, this can be activated by pulling up on the trackpad with 3 or 4 fingers. Mission Control redesigned this feature extensively to show all running desktops. Application windows, also called App Exposé copyright, shows all open and unhidden windows for the currently active application. During this mode, the user can cycle through windows of different applications by pressing the Tab key. This can be activated by pulling down with 3 or 4 fingers on a trackpad, the F10 key on older keyboards, by pressing Ctrl plus F3 on newer Apple Aluminium and MacBook keyboards, or by right-clicking the app's icon on the dock and selecting Show All Windows. On OS X 10.6, it could be activated by clicking and holding the application icon in the dock. Desktop moves all windows off the screen, with just the edges of the windows visible at the side of the screen, giving the user clear access to the desktop and any icons on it. This can be activated by pressing Command F3 on newer Apple Aluminum and MacBook keyboards, the F11 key on older keyboards. On a trackpad, it can be selected by placing 4 fingers on the trackpad and pulling them away from each other. In the first 2 cases, after Mission Control is activated, the user can select any window by clicking on it or selecting it with arrow keys and pressing Enter. Exposé copyright then deactivates, leaving the selected window in the foreground. Using Apple Mighty Mouse, it is possible to select a window using the scroll ball, by scrolling in the direction of that window. The key used for activating Exposé copyright can be customized to be any of the function keys, the Shift, Control, Option or Command key, the FN key on Mac laptops, or even a mouse button on multiple button mice. Different features of Mission Control can also be activated by moving the mouse to a hot corner of the desktop. This system is off by default. It can be enabled from System Preferences. Changes in Mission Control. When Exposé copyright first premiered in 2003, it could be controlled using the F9, F10 and F11 keys. The Exposé copyright shortcut keys were moved to the F3 key to make room for the rewind, play pause, and fast-forward keys. On Mac keyboards made after 2004, Exposé copyright can be activated by using the F3 key or in combination with the Command key, or on the trackpad of MacBook supporting multi-touch interface. On OS X 10.6, Exposé copyright featured a new organized grid view and allowed users to activate Exposé copyright from the dock. In OS X 10.7, some features of Exposé copyright were incorporated into Mission Control. This gave an overview of all running applications just like all windows, but grouped windows from the same application, and added a display of spaces. Desktop view and application window view were retained, the latter under the name of App Exposé copyright, and could be accessed through gestures on multi-touch trackpads. Some users criticized Mission Control in line for not offering an unobscured Exposé copyright view of all the windows in single workspace. Windows of the same application are always hidden in bundles. This issue was fixed in OS X 10.8, however, with a checkbox in the System Preference pane allowing a user to choose whether to group windows of the same application. Some features of Exposé in Spaces from Snow Leopard did not return, however, it does not show the names of the windows displayed, nor does it return the added functionality provided by the